So like Venky, every time I see him, he's like this quiet, coy guy, but he's got very definitive views on life.
Yeah.
And the way characters should be.
Yeah.
And you won't expect that's coming out of somebody who's set in that tone or that tonality of speaking.
Sure.
How is he as a director? Like, how does he direct people? How clear is he?
I think I don't know how he does it.
No.
He's the exact opposite of what he writes.
He's
Like,
the exact opposite of what he writes.
The
Is that what he said?
maturity in his writing is
So you're saying
so,
out.
is so. I mean, I'm awestruck sometimes as to how he explains the character should be. When in real life he's just talking about model cars, and I'm like sitting there.
He's
how
talking
did he
about model cars.
Yeah, I'm not kidding. That, like, literally, ask
I don't know
him.
if I had that influence on him somewhere.
Yeah, model cars, 100%. This guy would have said something.
Something,
and
and
he would
then
have
it
said
just
It just takes off, and I'm
yeah.
just thinking, I can't
I
believe
created
this
a
guy.
monster, so he's.
Yeah,
That's what he talks about.
that's
Really?
all he talks about.
A lot. And then Meenakshi's like, but we have and then she just sit there in the background.
But he has this childlike energy about
He
anything
does.
that's
Yes,
new.
he does.
He gets excited with, okay, I'm sure this car wouldn't have been in his head.
I mean, I think he had a collection of some cars from his childhood.
Uh-huh.
Like,
Yeah.
I think he really got into it.
With
I think when
somebody
he
like
came
you.
to narrate to me, he saw my collection in my house or something.
But-
But it went berserk during this film.
It's crazy, but also what's beautiful is that he's so talented, and I have there are very few directors who really portray women in the most authentic, organic, and beautiful way, and I think Venky is one of those.
That's awesome.
I was so apprehensive initially because I was like, he's like, I don't want layers of makeup on you. I don't want you to even look like you have makeup on you when you're in the house and all the house scenes. And I was like, I don't know if he's like, just trust me on this. Don't.
It looks so beautiful.
It
It looks
does.
so real.
Whatever you
It
see,
does.
I don't think we've ever seen Meenakshi like this.
Yeah.
No, no doubt.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm
I
sure
don't
we'll
think
see
so.
different shades of you,
So
different
far,
characters.
but
But
yeah,
like, I
so
don't know if
far.
we'll ever see
Yeah.
a Sumati.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
Sumati lives in a certain era, in a certain time.
So
And-
I think it's the most authentic version of me so far that I've played in any character, and I was actually very scared because this is getting too real, and I was not sure if it's how it's going to be. But I think he just, when I saw it, and I was like, he just knows what he's doing. He's so good.
There's not a
at it.
single scene that we get, like when we get the sides, we're prepping for it or reading it, that you cannot believe fully.
Yeah,
Like
Yeah.
we are performing with full conviction because it feels like a life lived.
true.
So I know a little bit about him. Every time he gets a role, he somewhere lives that a little bit, and a part of that role becomes him. Like during the period of that film.
Yeah.
Like, and it happened over time. Like I've seen him during Kota. There is a certain aggression in the human body, in the body itself. I've seen him through Lucky Baskhar. I've seen him now with Kanta.
Yeah.
In some ways, like,
Yeah.
what is it with you? Does part of that character stick with you, or am I right or wrong? First,
I guess it's always there playing in the back of your head. Right?
Uh-huh.
Like, and if I think if you're on a certain look or a certain hair or beard or whatever, like I think
that energy of that person
somewhere
sticks
is
with
there,
you.
yeah.
Yeah.
How about you? Did some parts of Sumati continue being with you?
No, absolutely. The major part of Sumati being that she's a mother. That's something that I obviously don't have any
Yeah.
real life experience with. So I really had to kind of dig deep into that aspect of my character that I was playing. But apart from that, I think I'm a complete director's actor. So I give into the process of what he wants me to do and how he wants me to be, because he has the whole, the whole movie in his head. He knows what's happening. I probably don't know how I, would see that. So, and also we don't shoot in a linear way. So I don't know what's happened in that. So I think I trust him fully with the way he's like, you know what, I think she's going to be in this space now. So I don't think too much.
But sorry to interject, but did you think you referred like your mom or like the mothers in your family in some
Yeah,
form?
so just the mother bit was something that I knew that I had to kind of work on a bit, and literally the only example that you'd be having is your close ones that you've seen around you, which is my mother. But apart from that, I don't think like for other characters, there's not too much of like homework, I would say.
I feel like every time you came, because I mean this film we shot
Yeah.
over a year.
So
Yeah.
you shot over a year?
Over a
Oh
year.
my God,
That's
yeah.
great.
Like,
But, I mean, not entirely Venky's or
Yeah,
Vamsi's
put breaks
fault.
on and off.
Yeah, yeah,
breaks. I had some health issues and stuff.
yeah.
But I feel like every time you came back to set, you were very happy to
Yes.
get back into Sumati. Right?
Yes, so that's one
That's
thing.
nice.
This is one set and one character that I have absolutely enjoyed to the bits. Like, I cannot tell you the energy that I get and that I have, and I feel like it just kind of spreads. You know, that energy on the set is something that I've not seen anywhere so far.
So apart from the both of you, who are the other actors that are larger part during shoot?
I mean, the kid.
Ritvik was so
Yeah.
good. There's not one retake I can think of
Because of
because of him.
We would
That's
forget
great.
lines, you know.
We would forget lines. Oh, we'll mess up.
Yeah.
In fact, there's a sequence where he's asleep and both of us are talking, and I say something and she reacts loudly and he wakes up.
Yeah.
But between takes, for setup or whatever, we're taking time, and he's always lying there with his eyes closed, and he could have very easily fallen asleep for a child of that age.
Right.
but he was there.
But
He was.
as soon as they call action and as soon as it's his cue to wake up, bang on.
Nice.
So I feel like there's one time where he messed a line up. We're all like,
How could you?
Yeah,
How could you?
did you mess up a line? And he was like,
It's like, is it that
and
wrong?
we all put him in the spot. We're like, oh my
Finally,
God, you're
one
normal.
mistake with this
True,
kid.
true.
But he's adorable and he is so well prepped. Knows all his lines, knows all his beats, knows
Very
all
hardworking,
his
disciplined.
hardworking. Such a good kid.
Yeah.
So I loved the experience of working with him. But I think the entire cast,
True.
as in not just the the home situation, like even the bank. I
The
feel
bank,
like
yeah.
Every single cast member there, I feel like we all almost live like that is our workplace, and we all have roles to play. There's a gentleman who plays the security guard. Every single day of shoot, he's already there in uniform. And when I'm walking in, he'll salute me. And we have so many interactions in the film. And I feel like in the most distant shot where he's there in the background, he's still standing there. Like,
And you know,
it's amazing. And every other character in the bank, for me, and we almost operated in that same manner. Some 45 days we shoot in the bank set. So every day at 6 p.m. when they call pack up, we'll all leave the bank together.
So it's like
So, you know,
you're
like
almost bank
actually
employees
living
all
like that.
Exactly. So
getting out of the same
like,
place.
like a factory, the bell or whatever rings and everybody exists together. We'll all pour out of the bank like that. I've never had these kind of experiences. I remember there was a day when I think we finished early, and all the bank actors.
You were going to say all our bank employees.
All the bank
That's what was going to come out of your mouth.
so they all kind of got into regular clothes and they all want to take photos and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, wow, like this is how all of you look like, because when in period attire and work clothes of that time, they're all very like formal looking and like hair done up and
Correct.
and then now they're like cool, young, colorful,
Peppy.
hair open and all this stuff. And I was like, wow, like I can't imagine all of you like
All of these guys like this.
beautiful.